5, 16, 19, 21, 33, and 10. Check results. You remember?
It's a great day. Any day is great when a YouTuber's apologizing for doing a heinous crime, because you just know they're going to be doing it in just the best, most unique way possible. Actually, that's not even entirely true. Usually it's you know, open the video, don't edit out the you setting the camera down and clicking play. You keep that in. You want it to be authentic. Sit down. I had severe lapse of judgment, all this other stuff. So I guess usually maybe they're not so unique. Well, I mean, I guess this YouTuber Colleen something, I don't even know who this is, to be fair, decided, you know what, it's a saturated market or whatever, it's oversaturated. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna shake the place up. Music much? I mean, the classic line of, "You told me I can't say this, but they never told me I couldn't sing," is the craziest bit of cliche dialogue in reality. And if you ever wanted proof that we're in a matrix, maybe Andrew Tate was right. That's a joke. But maybe he was. I'm joking, but maybe he was. Maybe he is. Maybe we are. Because how many things can the world just throw our way until we, I was thinking about this, like, the other day, when I was listening to someone talk on a podcast about Harry Potter, and they were complaining about how they're just doing wizard shit out in public all the time, and no muggles are really saying much about it. And then I thought about it, right? And genuinely, if Harry Potter flew down your street on a broomstick, fighting some guys, we would just rationalize it and be like that video would go up on Twitter and everyone would be like, "Oh, it's fake, it's CGI." Would just say, "Oh, it's probably just something." You know what I mean? So how long? Because right now we have a woman sitting in her front room playing a ukulele, apologizing for the grooming allegations, which honestly I don't know if that makes it funnier or less funny. Probably less funny. Like if the allegations were like she made some bad merch, like she made pink sauce and she tried to sell it and then it went bad and this was her apology. I mean, there's an irony, I guess, in the sense that she's apologizing for grooming allegations, and then she thought the way that she could make herself look innocent was by whipping out the ukulele for her grooming allegations. She might as well have opened the video eating a bounty, and in a what more do you want to do? Like, you're trying to look like the opposite of what you're doing right now, and you're starting it completely unhinged, playing children's music on the tiny guitar. So a little bit odd. It goes on for 10 minutes apparently, so she also needed to get the ad revenue in there. I mean, I love that it exists. Like, is it right? No. Should people? No. Oh, it's so wrong. Grooming's bad. These are bad things, right? But it's like it's a melting pot concoction of just, it's fun, and I love it. I love that it exists. It gives me something to talk about right now, and yeah. I mean, I I can't, if I was in court, and I'm trying to convince, I just whip out the trombone. I guess a wind instrument doesn't help, you can't really speak at the same time. But yeah, no, crazy. What can you do? All you can do is laugh. But then again, I do kind of think, is this all just fake? Like, it's what I mean. Humans, they got rational at everything. Are we just being set up? Like, is this just all you know what I mean? It wouldn't be out of the question. Social experiment type shit. I don't know. It's crazy though. Anyway, yeah. I never really started to probably die, but it's like 1-8 something. It's a beautiful night. I'm looking at the ceiling, pretending the sky's there, but it's a beautiful night. And here I am, and here you are, and here we are talking about. I was gonna say a woman's strumming, but then I just that sounds dodgy. What else has been going on? Well, I saw a video actually of Messi's son, Matteo, I believe, because he's got a few. Not as much as Ronaldo. He actually has a normal amount. I think he has 3 kids. Ronaldo's got about I don't know, 3 from one woman, and he's got like 10 different surrogates or whatever. I don't know what the deal is there. Maybe that's like a medical. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I don't know. But I feel like it's just like some people just get surrogates because the missus doesn't want to carry children because it stretches you out. Whatever. I don't know. This is Messi's son. And my God, he has it. He has it. He's at that age where the football is still like half the size of him, and it's like, how are you even kicking that? Like, what's the? That's like if I played football with like a car tire or something. It's just huge. Like I don't. And he's doing like step overs and drag backs and like flip flaps and all type. This touch is immaculate, and it's just like the ball is bigger than your like upper body. Like it's just insane when kids are just that good. He's better than me. I mean, if we was to play in a match, I would win. I just have a physical advantage. Like he wouldn't get the ball off me realistically. Like he would lose, but he is like technically he's like better than me at football, and it's like he's like 7 or I don't know how old he is. He's young, and it's just like it's kind of crazy. I guess it makes sense, DNA and genetics and stuff. At the same time, does it really make sense? Like in my head, just because your dad's amazing at football doesn't mean you should naturally just be amazing as well. But like it just works out that way. It's kind of weird. Like Ronaldo's kid is just like good as well, and it's just like Messi's 1 in a million. I know like what's it called? Probability has no memory or whatever. But like for your son to then be another 1 in a million, I know he's just a kid, but he looks like he's like one of the best in his age bracket or whatever. For your son to then also be like 1 in a million, and by the way, he's playing kids who are like twice his height, so he must be playing an older age group, or he's just really small like his dad was or whatever. Um, it's just like the odds of that just feel crazy. That your kid would also just be good, but I guess maybe the chances are higher because they're your kid. But I don't. And it's not Messi doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would make his kid ball. I'm pretty sure like that kid was once saying he wanted to be goalkeeper, and now all of a sudden he's just balling out. Whatever. It's just like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like some get it all, and then look at us. Who would have thought? Look at us sitting over here. You know. But what can you do? What can you do? There was something else. There was something else on my mind. You were always on my mind. That actually helps me remember. Secret Invasion, episode 2. I remember before the episodes came out, I saw a guy talk about both episodes, and he was like, "Episode 1's really okay. It's really decent. So it's an alright introduction. It gets everything set up, and ends in a good little cliffhanger that I get excited for episode 2. And episode 2 is really what I wanted from the show. It's really get all the way through, good tension, good dialogue, this and that. Okay, and basically everything he said about it, I then went on. I watched the first 2 episodes so far, and it has been the case. The first one, yeah, it was pretty decent. It was a Marvel show. I didn't really have any points where I cringed or anything felt wrong with it, but it was just like, it was good. It's set up, and then yeah, it ended on a cliffhanger, which gets you like, oh, what's happening? Theorizing a little bit, going into the second one. That is exactly what happened in the first one, and the second one you get into it, and it's just kind of nice to be like, oh, I've been watching the show for a while, and you kind of move the cursor. How much have I got left? And you're like, oh, I'm still like 40% into it. I've got like over half left. It's like, wow. I remember watching WandaVision. It's like you're watching it, and then it's like a 25-minute episode, and there's 8 minutes of credits. And it's just like, what is this week to week? Like I've been given ads on YouTube longer than that I can't skip. It's like, and you're making me wait a week for it. But no, episode 2 was good, and the main takeaway: good writing, good dialogue. The amount of bad dialogue there's been in not just in the shows, but in like phase 4 in general. It's like, I don't know how, because I mean, hey, this writer strike, right? Pay them because they're doing their money as well, whatever. Because I get if you're like rushing out a bunch of projects, how the CGI could falter, how maybe this could falter, that could falter. But the writing is something that it's like pre-production kind of thing. It's like, I get you're also rushing the writers, or maybe you're not getting the best writers, but it's not something I thought would take a hit if you were rushing up productions, but I guess it does. But but I don't know. It was actually good in this. Like, Gravok. The fact that I can remember the characters' names, I think, is a good sign. Because sometimes when you're watching something, it's just like, and you can't remember their names, and they got weird names like that. It's like, it's probably because it's kind of mid. But his dialogue was pretty good. Like when he was sitting in their council room, I thought it was quite good. Also, I've never seen Kingsley Ben-Adir in anything before, and he's good. Like automatically, I'm like, he's like kind of got that presence. He's like a different kind of actor. Like he's got a bit more something about him on screen. Like he tries things. Like it feels like there's some actors who are like really good, but they don't try things. Like he's in there, and it's like you're actively watching someone like, move a bit. Like he's in there, like watching him do like little ticks with his face, or just like the way he's moving around, or just like little things he's trying. And then it just got me thinking, like, it's just a show of like really good actors. I mean, they kill spoilers. That's not really getting spoilers, but like, what I will say is Colby Smulders is a good actor. Martin Freeman is a good actor. Samuel L. Jackson is a good actor. Don Cheadle, good actor. Kingsley Ben-Adir, good actor. Olivia Colman. Jesus Christ, So they're pretty set. I'm not gonna remember his name, but I actually really like him in the show, like his voice. I can't do it. The white guy who plays Talos, I can't remember his name. Fucking hell, it comes and goes. I'm never gonna get it now. So the other day I was trying to remember Colby Smulders' name, and I couldn't remember it for the life of me. And the second I turned it off and I started to type in how much him ever cast, like it came to me, I didn't have to click search. So that's gonna happen again. It's just like good cast, and it's kind of like if the Captain America film they're making with Anthony Mackie has got like similar kind of vibes in writing, then it actually might be half decent. But I don't know if it will be. It seems like it's just gonna be more of a blockbuster thing. Anthony Mackie seems like a more of a blockbuster kind of actor. Not that he really has been in crazy big stuff. And like Harrison Ford's in it, and then Anthony Mackie was like, Harrison Ford's a real blockbuster kind of Hollywood actor. Like he gets on set and he's like, let's go do this shit, let's film this shit, and everyone's like, oh yeah. And Anthony Mackie's kind of the same, like he's like big loud mouth like that, boom, booyah, let's go, like type thing. So I don't know what the vibe's gonna be of that, but it'd be cool if it wasn't just, because it makes me think it would just be mid, because Marvel, we've seen them do that a lot, and it's kind of formulaic. But yeah, I thought the dialogue him was good. Is he speaking with an accent in the show? Because I googled where he's from while I was watching it, and it says he's just from London. Like he said he was born in Gospel Oak, which like isn't too far from here. I think it's north, right? But I don't know if it's just me because I'm bad at telling accents. But I was like, is this a Birmingham accent, or is this just like? Because he said he's been in London his whole life, and I haven't listened to any interviews yet to see if he speaks the same in real life as he does in the show. But like, it'd be weird, like if he's in the show and then chose to do like a different English accent, basically. Because I doubt they would have told him, hey, can you do like a different regionally English accent? So like, if he just chose to do that, again, I'm kind of interested by another just like choice. He was just like, you know what? No, I got to like speak differently for this character. I just think it'd be a little bit better. Like, and again, I'm terrible with accents. So it could just be some Cockney or like just some whatever. But it just sounded twangy, and I just couldn't put my finger on what it was. Because for all I know, that could be anywhere, and I'd be like, yeah, that's it. Like when I hear Scottish people or Irish people or Welsh, it takes me so long like to realize what I'm listening to. Sometimes even with American and English, like it takes like, wait, is he doing that? I don't know why, I'm just mentally slow, I guess, in that way. But I liked it. I thought it was good. I know he's playing Bob Marley in a film since that'll be cool. Bob Marley was the guy. He was the goat. Actually, Kingsley Ben-Adir is a type of guy who people would comment and say, you look just like this guy Kingsley Ben-Adir, and then I'd Google it and be like, sure. Like the amount of times that's happened, you look just like this person. You Google it, it's like some 45-year-old. He's like 39, I think. Some like old guy who like looks nothing like be like, sure, man, sure, you know. But I was watching, I was thinking that's the kind of, he fits the Lennon. I don't know, some sports car that happened. I don't know. That guy who people say looks like Arthur, John Legend. Like, it's just like, come on, yeah, come on. I've been waiting. If someone actually knows a real one, then this guy's not old. But again, don't like him. I got this at work. Justice Smith. You know, I'm waiting still. If anyone knows an actual person who they think is my doppelganger, let me know. I'm still looking for him. I'm still looking for my identical twin out there, because it's not Justice Smith and it's not Kingsley Benadir. Maybe in 40 years. I'm being too kind to myself. 40 years. Oh my god, I forgot how old I am. I'll be half dead by then, more than half. No, too kind to myself. Maybe in 10 years. But not now. Hopefully not now. But yeah, that's all. I was trying to think, what's my catchphrase? I don't have one. This was 1/8/17, 1/8 something else.
Here with the kids, and they had like 3 kids, and the geezer was probably on like maximum 20 bags a year. Like the most boring bloke you'll ever meet, he was like a hero.